तो भाई लोग, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज हम लोग खेलने जा रहे हैं, जैसे कि आप लोग देख रहे हो, एलन वेक रीमास्टर्ड वर्जन। तो शुरू करते हैं, जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करेंगे तो एलन वेक 2 में जाएंगे। तो विदाउट एनी डिले, लेट्स गो, लेट्स प्ले न्यू गेम, नॉर्मल, ओवरराइड। चलो।
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
या लोग आ गया हमारे गेम का
I've
101।
always had a vivid imagination, but this
कैसा है
dream
नया वाला
unsettled
है
me. It
कैमरा?
was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
ओ भाई यार यार,
I'd
इफ
seen the
लाइटनिंग कुछ
hitchhiker
करना
too
अच्छा
late.
पड़ेगा, तब अच्छा कैमरा दिखेगा। बेचारे को मार दिया रे। कैन यू राइट?
He was
कैन यू
dead.
सी योर वाइट हेयर्स? यस।
I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
ऑल वाइट। लाइटनिंग का कुछ करना पड़ेगा, कैमरा देख रहे हो, वाइट पूरा लग रहा है मेरा।
Suddenly, his body was gone.
ओ भाई, एपिसोड 1 नाइटमेयर। चलो देखते हैं। इसका हम एक पार्ट खेले थे, एलन वेक अमेरिकन नाइटमेयर। बोला ठीक, थोड़ा डरावना था, बचपन में खेले थे यार। अरे ए भाई, क्या फालतू चीज है, फक। रिंग लाइट, हाँ हाँ, वैसे टाइप का कुछ लेना पड़ेगा, तो लाइक कैमरा का ना फोकस आएगा। साला महंगा बहुत मिलता है रे सामान, गेम ही क्रैश कर गया, बताओ सुबोध, क्या खेले हम गेम को। और ये बिना गेम कैप्चर के काम ही नहीं करता है ऐसा।
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist
चलो देख
outside
लेते
of
हैं फिर से।
logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
ये पता है, लाइट हाउस हमको उसका इविल विथिन का
Following a
याद दिला
typical
रहा है।
nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
सब बढ़िया, वसंत मुझे बताइए आप।
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
नहीं, कोलकाता और कहाँ?
Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I
चलो
could hardly stand my feet.
look up to the light. No. चलो भाई. कौन सा गेम? एलन वेक है, मतलब लाइक है ना, एक ये जो हीरो है वो एक स्टोरी लिखता है, ठीक है? तो स्टोरी में ना वो कुछ स्टोरी ऐसा लिखता है कि स्टोरी का जो दुर्घटना होता है इसके साथ घटता है, वैसा टाइप का कुछ स्टोरी है गेम का. वही अभी पता चलेगा आगे जाके क्या होने वाला है. हमें वो लाइट हाउस तक पहुंचना है,
I
अभी
had
पहला
to go to
मिशन
the
है.
lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
ओ भाई लैग करता है यार गेम. ओह आदमी जिंदा हो गया. अरे
You
साला.
don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? You play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your
ए यार एक सेकेंड, लैग थोड़ा कर रहा है. ओ फक. अरे भाई कैमरा ही हटा दिया. जो चीज हटाना था उसके जगह पे. क्या मस्त. कहाँ गया? कैमरा को ऐड करो जल्दी जल्दी. आगे नहीं, ये नहीं. हाँ ये इसका फ्लिप टू वर्टिकल. नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये तो उल्टा हो गया. फ्लिप हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड देन फ्लिप वर्टिकल. हाँ अब सही है. हल्का इसको छोटा करो और गेम कैप्चर को डालो पहले. कैप्चर. हाँ अब सही है. अरे पीछे पड़ गया भाई बंदा.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
भाई अगेन. अच्छा इसे लड़ना है अभी.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
ओ भाई.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
शिट. बंदा पीछे पड़ गया. अरे भाई इतना खतरनाक आ रहा है क्या? अरे सामने भी एक है. तो बच रहा है.
Hurry!
Wait, it's me! Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose!
ओ भाई.
Oh no!
Stop.
No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Shit. ओ भाई क्या चीज किया.
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Die, 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 die.
अरे भाई पावर डरा क्यों रहा है भाई ये बंदा?
The cabin was a
fuck.
death trap. I had to get out.
शिट। ओहो खुल गया रास्ता।
Follow the light.
भाई हेल्थ पूरा लो कर दिया हमारा।
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
ओह वो लाइट हमें हील करेगा। अरे भाई ये भी सच
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
ओ भाई इंटरेस्टिंग।
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
ओ गन भी दे रहा है।
Now you'll die.
भाई गन का एम नहीं है।
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
ओ भाई
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
अरे यार मेरे को थोड़ा ये फिक्स करना पड़ेगा भाई। लैग कर रहा है हमारा गेम।
This is
ना 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 ये नहीं। ग्राफिक्स रहने दो। ओ शिट। बैटरी खत्म। ओ ब्रो नाइस। एक सेकेंड एक लास्ट बार देखने तो मेरे को। ग्राफिक्स रिसेट हो गया पूरा, इसलिए हमारा इस तरह दिख रहा है। चलो ठीक है, स्मूथ तो चल रहा है कम से कम।
just like me.
ओह भाई नाइस। गिर गया। नाइस भी बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट।
I can keep this up forever.
भागो भाई। अरे रे रे। क्या यार, सब
I
सही
can keep
सही
this up
चलता है लेकिन
forever.
कुछ ना कुछ इशू है, ऐसा बताइए। चल गलत तरीका से रहे थे, चलिए मर गए। ओ भाई। चल 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 बाबू चल, अभी पहुंचना है लाइट हाउस। ओह बच गए। कौन है भाई?
He's here. Wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
ये लड़की का भाई स्पेस बड़ा अजीब है। हीरो का तो मस्त है। आय कम टू लाइट हाउस। ओह हैप्पी टाउन, नाइस। बेसिकली एलन सपना देख रहा था। नाइस। एक सेकंड भाई लोग, आई विल बी राइट बैक। मैं यहाँ तो एक मम्मी का कॉल आया था, बात करके। माफ करना भाई लोग, आई एम बैक। अब हम लोग शुरू करते, कंटिन्यू करते, चलो देखते हैं।
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
ओ भाई बड़ा कौन है?
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
चलो
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
बट यू आर नॉट क्यूट। अरे भाई डरावनी लग रही है।
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're
अंकल
just
बड़ा
settling
मस्त
in.
लग रहा है भाई।
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God. I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
एक सेकेंड भाई लोग। Yes, it's good now. It's time. भाई लैग
Try
कर
the
रहा है.
coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because
It
we're
does
brothers,
that.
don't
Get
think
stuck.
I won't
Yeah,
murder you in
need
your
to give it
sleep.
a good solid whack. Yes, that's my favorite tune. Coconut. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
ओ भाई.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in.
डरा
And to
रही है
meet your
तो.
wife. I insist.
Thanks.
हेलो हेलो. हेलो हेलो माइक टेस्टिंग. आवाज तो आ रही है ना भाई लोग? हाँ आ रही होगी. यार कैमरा का ये लाइटिंग का कुछ करना पड़ेगा भाई. लाइटनिंग का. चलो ठीक है. चलो करते हैं आगे.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
अरे अच्छा अच्छा ग्राफिक्स वी सिंक. तो लैग कर रहा है भाई. लैग क्यों आता है? क्या फायदा है ऐसा रखने का हमें. नाइस एंड स्वीट. गेम ही बंद हो गया बताइए. गेम कैप्चर ही काम नहीं करता यार. क्या बोले भाई. ऑप्शन ग्राफिक्स.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid! Damn.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
बूढ़ा कुछ बोल रहा था, सुन नहीं पाया.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake!
Oh, भाई.
Your keys!
Oh, भाई.
That diner was a real nut house.
अरे भाई, की कौन सा दिया
Can you
तो?
believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBF
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Okay, let's go. We are going there.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
अरे
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
अरे यार, I don't like horror games.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn.
Oh my.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile. The water was clear but dark. It looked very deep.
क्या बात है भाई, हर चीज को ये एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है बंदा। जगह मस्त है ना लेकिन। लो बोलो।
The power cable goes to that
A
shed
shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Nice.
Lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Wow.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
भाई डरावना सीन कर रहा, देख रहे हो मौसम बदल गया यार। Why they change the weather?
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
No, please, no. I don't like surprise in horror games.
Well,
oh.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
भाई इसका face, just look at her face, bro. It's scary.
Surprise!
Typewriter.
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past.
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey, hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Oh
Alan?
my god.
Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Oh, bhai.
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right!
What the hell?
Alice? Alice?
क्या हो गया? Oh माँ.
Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
क्या हो रहा है भाई यहाँ पे?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
पता नहीं भाई क्या क्या हो रहा है. हाँ ठीक है.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
happy moment चल रहा था.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
कितना करीब है भाई, लेकिन साला घुमा के ले जाएगा.
Damn.
बाप. उसमें कुछ है क्या? नहीं इधर कुछ नहीं है. गन टॉर्च कुछ नहीं है अपने पास. We have nothing, bro. अट बंदा थक जाता है.
Hello?
Hello? Someone there?
अब क्या आ गया?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Why can't you guys leave me?
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable.
Yeah, भाई.
As required. Fair and square.
अभी जो चैप्टर लिखा हुआ है उसका दिखा रहा है. Find help. मैं कहाँ जाना है भाई?
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
अरे बाप रे बाप। ओ नहीं नहीं। अरे बाप रे बाप, आदमी तेज हो रहा है हमारा।
A way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your trying walking, it's the latest.
Yes.
Right Falls Sheriff Station.
Roman, let's shoot with one stone.
The spat.
अबे साला। ओ भाई।
There were more of them. My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my. It's a skip game, bro. नया मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट मिला।
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Well, let's go. Oh my god.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside me.
हैं? हमको लगा भाई इतना पीछे भेज दिया।
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
चेक है यहाँ पे। अरे रे 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 ब्रो,
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
कुछ है तो नहीं यहाँ ना, कुछ नहीं, डर ही जाता है।
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
स्टकी भैया क्यों नॉटी बन रहे हो यार? गंदी बात है, रात के टाइम में नॉटी बनना चाहिए, बताइए।
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he...
Yes. Ah man, I don't want to go there. Why? अबे
eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Oh, fine.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Okay, ऊपर जाना है. हो एमो मिल गया. नाइस. आप पटक के मारेंगे जो आएगा. बट प्लीज ज्यादा जन नहीं है ना. Oh. वही. Fuck. हरामी डराता है हमको.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream.
हमने तो ऐसा कुछ किया ही. Oh, nice. We got a shotgun. Now we are finally up. Lithium batteries. Even Alan Wake used lithium batteries.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you.
क्रिस्टल क्लियर मारबो करेंगे हरामी को.
On nights like this, I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
ओ भाई कैमरा हमारा लैग कर रहा है फेस कैम देखिए नहीं. सही है. लैग क्यों आ रहा है भाई? गेम खोले तो फिर लैग क्यों कर रहा है कैमरा? गेम खोल रहे तो भाई लैग कर रहा है कैमरा. अरे यार क्या तकलीफ है इसमें. अगर नॉर्मल वाला करेंगे तो वो भी लैग कर रहा है क्या? देखने तो दो. ना ये वाला तो लैग नहीं कर रहा भाई. वही वाला क्यों लैग कर रहा है? अरे यार. अरे हाँ रुक रुक रुक. इसमें चेंज करते मे भी सही हो. क्वालिटी. हट भाई लैग आ रहा है। छोड़ो इसी तरह करते हैं। अरे हाँ एक चीज इसमें था ना, एक सेकंड यार, एक बार फिक्स करने दे दो फिर हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे अपना गेम प्ले। माफ करना भाई जो भी एक और जन देख रहा है। ट्रांसफॉर्म। हम्म चलो यही वाला यूज करते हैं भाई, इसको हटाओ एनवीडिया वाला। ग्रीन स्क्रीन एक ले लेंगे, मस्त रहेगा
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best
अबे
Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is
ओह माँ डरा दिया वगैरह में।
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back,
मेरे को
and I
स्पॉइलर मिल
made
रहा
my
है
way
गेम का
toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
चल मोर सप्लाईज नाइस। देते रहो, मारने में आसानी होगा ओ भाई कौन था ये? ओ पत्थर
No, a man like me needs a hefty meal. That's for the day.
ऐसा फीलिंग का आ रहा है कि मेरे पीछे पड़ेगा अभी। ओह भाई, फ्लेयर गन इज द बेस्ट।
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so.
मार देगा खुद को
Observe the
क्या?
flower pot.
Oh
And
भाई,
yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
मर जाएगा लग रहा है।
Insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon
मर जाएगा
quantum immortality.
ओ भाई,
Poor
connection था
Dr.
उसका।
Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
अरे यार, ओ भाई, फाइट होगा क्या?
Simple and tricky as you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
अच्छा
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
ओ भाई डरा दिया था रावी। फ्लेयर गन संभाल के रखना भाई, मस्त है फ्लेयर गन।
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
ओ भाई एक सप्ताह हो गया घर से हम लोग को भागे हुए। क्या यार, सब तो बंद ही रहता है।
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
September 2018, games and activities, raffle tickets, blah blah blah.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh भाई
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Things are going to get interesting. क्या बात है।
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2 again. 3 years ago New York City दिखा रहा है. Oh nice. और चल भाई हाल चाल बढ़िया. अरे बंदा बेकार लग रहा है बिना दाढ़ी के. Chill bhai, try this game. It's really good.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red, a gruesome slushy.
Oh, एलन वेक का पूरा बुक सीरीज रखा है अपने पास.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
ठीक है भाई, वेदर तो सही नहीं होने वाला है. छाया होगा. चलो एलिस से मिलते हैं.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Examine cover of mock-ups.
These look really good.
Sheesh.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh, bye.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
क्या होगा अगर हम चेक नहीं करेंगे तो?
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Wait, wait,
Just
wait.
get the lights back on, now, please.
चलो टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते.
I really don't like this, Alan.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, Ryder.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, Ryder boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Nice. Bright Falls, the present day. इतना अच्छा चल रहा था
How do
मैं
you
पीछे
feel,
बैठ
Mr.
के।
Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
चलो भाई लोग।
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Wheeler.
Richard Baugh, Bruce Tanksy, Jacob Myler on a camping trip video has been contact. Oh भाई submission है.
We'll need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good. I'll come back.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
ओ भाई बंदा गायब हो गया और मारा कौन है
The
हमारा
sheriff
हीरो
wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
हाँ जा रहे
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll Do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Oh,
Go to the
भाई.
back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National
Wade,
Park.
can I help
There's
you
a
with
spot called
anything?
Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Lights on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. Oh, why'd you do that for? You're with them, aren't you? You're those space aliens. You think you got me right where you want? Well, you just wait. You just wait.
आपको डायलॉग नहीं.
I told him, yeah, well, I don't hear who he is.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place. Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there.
Oh भाई.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Hole in the fence.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Oh भाई.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me.
Sorry भाई लोग for the background music.
No. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
चलो निकलना है यहाँ से हमें.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark, Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Come on, take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Let's go.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
भाई यार इसको पसंद नहीं अपने फैन लोग से मिलने का लग रहा है टाइमिंग भी होता है
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
क्या यार ये कुत्ता आवाज कर रहा है भाई बाहर
She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
We have to talk to Rusty. Okay, let's go. एक सेकेंड यार मेरे को देखने दो ना प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं लग रहा
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton. Okay, boy.
Al,
We're almost
you
done
can't
here.
just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I don't joke, Al. I'm Barry, I don't joke.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing...
अरे यार वो बोल रहा था कुछ हम गड़बड़ कर दिए.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
क्या हो गया इसको?
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
भाई रात हो गया हमारा. New episode. Nice. अरे ओ हो अरे यार मेरा फ्लेयर गन चला गया क्या? हाँ ठीक है. भाई जाने कैसे बाहर? अच्छा इधर
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Lock me the door now.
अरे हमारा शॉट गन फ्लेयर गन सब चला गया. नाइस.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
ओ भाई डराता है।
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized
Oh.
than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
हरामी कोई था भाई। Fuck. Now the game starts. Oh भाई।
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game, but the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Oh, bye. Night Springs.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
क्या होने वाला है भाई अभी? एक और न्यू ट्विस्ट. Color do not feed wildlife. Stop penalty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Oh.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on!
Oh God!
Coming!
Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help! Help me! Can you hear me?
Hello?
Anyone! Please help! Back here.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
स्पॉइलर देता है गेम में.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license. Obey! Instructions at all times.
Oh भाई.
Rusty, no! Never.
Your approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other. A little closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be.
All times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
It is
against the law
to remove any historical artifacts from the park. This includes even you may or even simple berries.
Oh भाई. Oh यार.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Oh भाई.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
चलो भाई शॉटगन मिला at least I got one. फ्लेयर गन मिला भाई, फ्लेयर गन नाइस. The best gun in this game is the flare gun, guys. Always remember, I love it. क्या यार, फोन भी उड़ा दिया यार हम लोग।
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
कुछ है मतलब इधर साइड। हाँ हाँ हाँ। कुछ गोली वोली नहीं है भाई, बेकार जगह वक्त। I need supply.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Keep those close. Wow.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them
बचा
coming.
लिया बंदा.
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares won't keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
अबे यार हमको तो गन दो भाई भाग.
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up.
चलो नाइस.
Fighting me! Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Oh भाई.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Get some. heaven's sake. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. That's right. You just keep coming.
अरे लो भाई अरे यार बोलो ना हर जगह से आएंगे बंदे
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Nothing to
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her out.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, we got the gun now.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry.
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now. He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
हमको लगा कुछ काम का है भाई. Nah, nothing's here. And by bache. And we were going to die at that time. Fuck. आराम से चलना पड़ेगा भाई. ओ भाई 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 कितना सारा ट्रैप है. अबे ये तो नहीं दिखा था. आगे निकलेगा ये लोग। They be like kill me or I won't let you run. I won't let you go. अरे बाप रे डरा दिया भाई सामने लग के। Fuck, bro. मरे हम लोग।
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
अरे यार, रामी chainsaw भी हमको तोड़ाएगा। यार। ओह, शॉटगन। नाइस। और कुछ नहीं है।
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
ओ भाई क्या हुआ अभी? ओ भाई चलो कुछ तो मिला। अरे क्या आता है?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Ah! How do we eat stuff? Nice and sweet, bro. Nice and sweet. I'm so stupid.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Beware of Widowmakers!
Ada darkness, fear, her face. वैलो खेल तुम कहाँ खेलता है यार? तुम तो कल उस दिन बोला फिर भाग गया, कुछ रिप्लाई भी नहीं दिया था वैलो का। यही सब हरकत पसंद नहीं आता है। बड़ा मस्त गेम है, ट्राई करना। वैलो में दोस्त नहीं, इसीलिए वैलो नहीं खेल रहा। खेलेंगे, वैलो भी खेलेंगे, कल देखो कल खेलेंगे। नॉर्मली तो खेलते ही ऑफलाइन, वैलो स्ट्रीम पे नहीं खेलते बस। ओहो, या कुछ है क्या? खाली दिया भाई यार, रे बाप रे। भागो, अरे कहाँ जा रहे हैं? मर गया। अरे यार हट, लाइट ही साला खत्म हो गया। कैसे मारेंगे ये लोगों? प्लेयर का आराम से अभी जानबूझ के इतना दूर भाग गया। अरे भाई चलो, प्लेयर भी बर्बाद हो गया, फ्लैश लाइट भी पूरा कम हो गया हमारा। नाइस। वो यहाँ था। अरे यार फ्लैश लाइट था हमारे पास। Boy. Now we are done here. फाइट वाइट होगा क्या अभी? गेम्स का मैनल आ गया। ओह भाई बच्चे, अच्छा वो फ्लेयर बचा के रखे थे।
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
पर अंदर कैसे जाए?
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about nature by yourself.
हरामी पीछे से आता है भाई।
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird. Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Oh, bye.
Have a great day.
ये भी बदमाश बन गया लग रहा है.
Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Rants.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
अबे यार
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
तो ठीक है भाई लोग, thanks for watching. We will be ending our stream now and we will meet you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Time choose in my